don't care what anyone say. I'm not using AI to pick up chicks. Back in February, Hinge decided to create what is called Convo Starters, which is basically an AI icebreaker prompt to get the ball rolling with you in a potential match. So in case you're completely oblivious to chatting with a potential interest, the AI can help you out. But you know what's actually better than getting the AI to help you out? Learning how to speak to humans yourself. I mean, you don't want to sound like a robot showing up in someone's DMs, right? That would be weird. Like, imagine if the AI had a prompt that you just don't agree with. Doesn't even sound like you at all. Like, let's imagine you're hovering over some girl's picture, and I don't know, she happens to have a cute umbrella. What does a cute umbrella even look like? Anyways, it doesn't matter. The point is the AI says something really lame like, nice brella. You're rocking that brella with some swag. You know how the AI is always saying some cringe shit but with an upbeat attitude? Yeah, that would be embarrassing. And you would be labeled weird for life. Luckily for myself, I don't have these problems because I'm an excellent speaker in the field of dating. A gift thrown to me by the gods that I didn't even ask for. I'm just burdened with all this power. And in case you're wondering how would I go about approaching someone in their DMs, let me give you a bit of an example because I'm what you would probably consider a Mac master. First thing first, you want to type something really smooth like, "Hello there, madam. You seem to have dropped your digital handkerchief on the floor. Allow me to digitally pick it up for you." And then she's going to type something back like, "Hee hee hee," and then you're going to type back, "Bear my children." Done. See, for me, it's not an issue at all. And that's why I'm 32 years old and single. Not because I'm bad at what I do, but because my dating wisdom is so immaculate that they deemed me too overqualified for the dating pools. So Hinge's CEO, Jackie Jontos, took a whole lot of backlash last year about the whole AI inclusion to the online dating scene, and people were not feeling it, rightfully so. Apparently, it's Gen Z who's making the biggest deal about not wanting to use AI in the dating market because they feel like they're outsourcing their personality to the AI, an argument that the Hinge CEO was fighting against. Look, I understand their skepticism because I would hate for the AI to act in my place anywhere to try to help get me a potential partner. We're not gonna get the girl of my dreams by sounding like we're filling out a job application to win her heart. It's just not happening. Gen Z's skepticism of Convo Starters is coming from a place of keeping authenticity, which is something that I respect because it starts off as Convo Starters. Later, the AI is just dropping game. Let me explain. Supposedly, the AI is just there to break the ice, give you a little bit of confidence, a little booster in your pooper. But here's the thing I know about humans. We can be some dependent, hopeless idiots. And I get the feeling that if the AI prompt is cooking with the responses, you might start thinking to yourself, I wonder if the AI can talk its way into scoring me a date. And then when she meets me, all I gotta do is keep up the facade that she liked when she was hearing the AI speaking, and then she'll fall in love with me for sure. The problem here is even introducing the idea of AI to human interaction at all. Some people already use AI to think for them. You think they won't use it to speak for them also? Hey, I'm looking at you, Apple. Don't get any ideas for icebreaker prompts on my iMessages either. Once again, this is us relying on AI a bit more, something that I feel we need to do less of. Build the skill of communication rather, why don't we? Because where does all this end up when she finally dates you and realizes that something's a little bit off about you from the DMs? To her, it was like speaking to Shakespeare. The AI had a way with his words, and she's not sensing that from you at all. You're boring and haven't said a single word on your first coffee date, and she's wondering what happened to all that passion and charisma you had when you were talking about space exploration and becoming an astrophysicist. Hinge's CEO claimed that they're trying to help Gen Z. They want to help. They're trying to fix the loneliness problem you see. Jonto says Gen Z, who accounts for more than half of Hinge's monthly active users, were spending around 1,000 fewer hours a year in person with other people than those of the same age group 2 decades ago. And after reading that, I guess you can argue that Hinge's CEO had good intentions. But from where I'm sitting, this is just another company death-gripping AI's cock to compete with its peers. Tinder has incorporated an AI matchmaking feature to help make matchmaking quicker. Bumble has a chatbot named Bee that helps with the same AI matchmaking feature that Tinder has, and they also have Hinge's AI-generated icebreakers as well. Even OkCupid has integrated AI into its service. But I don't know if you want to deal with OkCupid. They just got outed for sharing 3 million profile pics to some AI company. Now they're in hot water. But again, Hinge is just another company running to the gold rush of AI to scale their business. Why the fuck would a $1 billion company give a damn about Gen Z getting laid? It's been reported that Gen Z has the lowest sexually active generation in modern recorded history, which I think is pretty wise of them depending on your situation, because if you're not careful, you might have a child prematurely before getting your financial obligations in order, and then life becomes increasingly significantly harder. I mean, bro, these days buying a house and having children seems to be a luxury that belongs to the rich, and if you're struggling to make ends meet, being sexually active at this point is like playing Russian roulette. And then I would argue the fear of rejection, because nowadays we're so glued to our screen, can you fault them for not knowing how to speak to a human being on the other end? Reminds me of a recent stroll I was having recently when I saw potential interest, and I thought to myself, what if I could push a like button on her in real life? Like I said, it's an ongoing problem. Oh, and just so I'm clear, this is not a man-only problem as you tend to see online. Women can be just as shy, but hide behind the societal fallacy that they should wait for a guy to come find them. Because yes, women deal with the fear of rejection also. Keep in mind, it's a human emotion, not gender-specific, people. And as far as being on their phones, how is Hinge helping Gen Z get off the phone and not use their app? Clearly, they want you to use it if they're implementing more features for you to use. The truth is, we're all cooked. It's TikTok and Instagram's fault. Thanks to social media, we've long lost the ability to make genuine friendships, let alone an actual relationship with another human. Oh wow, well how about that? They seem to have some AI robot companions for sale. Millennials and Gen Z has gotten accustomed to parasocial relationships and constant hours of doom strolling, so I don't quite know how the AI is actually here to help break the ice on our dating lives. And we're just gonna add to cart on the one with the blonde hair. But with all the areas that we have become dependent with AI, if we also give AI any kind of room into our dating lives, then as I mentioned before, it won't help reinforce better social skills back into the people using it. And yes, that also goes for those that only use it for icebreakers. You know what? I think I'll name her Stephanie. No, XKL7500 Beta. Personally, what I think is that we need to make offline activities cool again and make it cool to hold social gatherings and create a culture around logging off. By the way, good luck with that, because even if you try to be a noble attempt, that's an individual decision. Also, I'm not relying on any company to come help get us out the house either, because somehow they'll end up using AI. In the end, the AI can start up the conversation, but it's you who determines whether your dating life improves or not. So let's not get too carried away in regards to AI when it comes to online dating. It was already bad enough when we began using these online services instead of actually putting the effort to go out there and find people to socialize with in real life. I just feel like adding AI in the equation is just gonna keep us in the same spot. Probably worse off, because we're not even breaking the ice anymore. The AI is doing it. Like I said, I don't care what nobody says. I'm not using AI to pick up chicks. Anyways, I'm gonna go pick up a few digital handkerchiefs just to show Gen Z how it's really done. Catch you later.